On the news tonight, President Muhammadu Buhari receives FCT residents on Salah homage, says federal government will not relent in the fight against insecurity. Preach more on the negative effects of youth immoralities. Dakwa Abiodun charges Islamic clerics. Good evening and back at the salat to all our Muslim brothers and sisters out there. This is NTA Ijebu Ode News at 7, coming to you from your heritage station. Thanks for joining us. My name is Olawumi Adeniji. Here are the details of our package. The federal government says it will not allow bandits and other criminal gangs operating in parts of the country to grow into yet another big challenge as it faces down the Boko Haram threat, reassuring Nigerians that no efforts will be spared in ensuring that all those in captivity are freed unharmed. President Muhammadu Buhari gave this assurance while receiving residents of the Federal Capital Territory on Salah homage as part of activities marking Eid Fitri celebration. State House correspondent Ada Musambu completes the report.
Taking place for the first time since 2019 following the outbreak of COVID-19, the Salah homage by the FCT community from all walks of life provides an opportunity to interact with the Nigerian leader on a wide range of issues affecting their lives.
All the people you see here, Your Excellency, are the people that make the FCT tick. And these are the backbone of the support that we have enjoyed
Against their will, including those taken away after the tragic bombing of the Abuja-Kaduna-bound train.
Let me assure Nigerians that the bandits are just pushing their luck, but this is only for a while before they are finally crushed. I have directed security agencies to ensure quick and safe recovery of all victims of kidnapping. My aim is to see all those in captivity safely rescued.
The president directed the management of the Nigeria Railway Corporation to immediately set up a situation room for the coordination of the rescue mission and for a minute-by-minute engagement with the families of the captives.
Bandits and terrorists, unlike professional soldiers, don't respect the rules of engagement. They don't care about killing their hostages if they come under attack. It is a delicate situation that requires wisdom, caution, and also patience. Any rescue operation that results in the death of any hostage cannot be deemed a success. The government doesn't want this kind of tragic outcome. Help us with information to expose these criminals, and we will crush them.
Using the opportunity to announce end of October this year as completion date for the iconic Second Niger Bridge project, President Buhari also promised sustained infrastructural revolution in the FCT, describing it as essential to enable Abuja answer its name as federal capital. Some of the participants spoken to, including Senate President Ahmed Lawan, called on Nigerians to shun partisanship and work towards making the country a better place for all.
So as a nation, we are moving in the right direction, and President Muhammadu Buhari is giving us the leadership that we need. And all that we will need to do is to continue to support our leaders. It's in the best interest of everyone. Let no politics, let no partisanship, let no sentiments derail any of our programs and projects.
The 2022 Eid al-Fitr celebrations continue. From the State House, Adamu Sambu, NTA News.
Still in the mood of the celebration, Muslim faithfuls converged on Lantoro Central Eid Ground at Belkuta, Ogun State to observe this year's Eid Fitri prayer. The chief imam of Egbaland, Alhaji Sahada Bangbola, who led the prayer, advised Nigerians to respect human life and strive for peace. Lekwan Bode completes the report.
Senator Ibikule Amosun, representing the Ogun Central Senatorial District, among other top government functionaries, converged on Lantoro Eid Ground for the prayer, led by the Chief Imam of Egbaland, Sheikh Saudala Bangbola. The chief imam in his message called on Muslims not to lose sight of all the virtues of Ramadan after the holy months, respect human dignity, and live in harmony with one another. Ogun State Governor Dapo Abiodun, represented, advised Nigerians to join hands with government in dealing with various challenges facing the country.
If we have all just gone through the month of Ramadan fast, and have also the Christian faithful also just completed the Lenten period, and this is the last one before the electoral process gets to its peak, all of us, regardless of our faith, must play politics without bitterness.
The Egba Muslim community thereafter paid homage to Alake and paramount ruler of Egba land, Obadedotu Aremu Gbadebo, where the monarch prayed for peace and unity in Nigeria. In Abeokuta, Lekon Agbonde, NTA News.
Meanwhile, Ogun State Governor Dapo Abiodun has tasked members of League of Imams and Affairs in the state to preach more on the negative effects of youth immorality, get-rich-quick syndrome through ritual killings, and kidnappings to secure the future of the Nigerian youths. He stated this in Abeokuta, Ogun State, when he hosted the League of Imams and Affairs in the state as part of this year's Eid Fitri celebration. Lekon Agbonde has more.
Congratulating Muslim faithful in Ogun State and Nigeria on the completion of this year's Ramadan fast, Governor Abiodun says the best teaching of Ramadan lies in the sustenance of its values after the holy months to evolve a better society, condemning the trends of youth immorality, get-rich-quick syndrome, and other social vices which youths are guilty of. Governor Abiodun tasked the League of Imams and Alfas to intervene by preaching more on the need for youths to value hard work rather than cutting corners.
Anytime we arrest anyone who is either a kidnapper or a cultist or anyone involved in any of these crimes against humanity, I will demolish the house that they live in. Either they're a tenant or a landlord.
Members of the League of Imams and Alfas, while responding, promised to do the needful by focusing more on the consequences of immorality, money rituals, among other vices in their sermons to discourage the youth from dissipating their energies towards activities that are not productive.
Well satisfied. So may God continue to crown your efforts with success.
Prayers were offered for the continued peace and unity in Nigeria. In Abeokuta, Lekon Agbonde, NTA News.
You're still watching NTA Ijebu Ode News at 7. There will be more reports after this time out.
And we go. Oh boy, see this collab where they shoot there. Blue scatter. Guy, give me small new number now.
Romance without finance na annoyance. Better give me bullet.
Yeah, give me the number.
Oh yeah, jot the number down. 005.
Where the complete number?
This one was so hot, like the blind side go need juice, so just like juices.
Hey, oh yeah, give me last numbers.
My 5 password.
41 now you owe me.
Oh yeah, 7650.
What's you? What's you? Smiley, hello, alright. What's you? You again?
Guys, your first collab was on the trend, though.
You know.
Find your first. Choose a social data bundle that suits your style. Dial *777# Glow.
You're welcome back and thanks for joining us. And now away from the Eid Fitri celebration. The 4th General Assembly of the Reunion of Episcopal Conference of West Africa has opened in Abuja. The conference is being attended by Catholic bishops from across the sub-region, where Vice President Yemi Osinbajo led a federal government delegation. Kelvin Ehonwaye completes the report.
This is the largest body of Catholic bishops in West Africa, which means periodically to examine not only issues in the church, but governance and policy direction of the governments in the sub-region. Vice President Yemi Osinbajo, who led a federal government delegation including Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Boss Mustafa, and ministers, commended the role of the Catholic Church in nation building, especially in various peace initiatives, and pledged Nigeria's continued support for peace and stability in the sub-region.
All our efforts and our greatest efforts
to integrate our community have been thwarted not just by external forces, but and concerns especially around sovereignty of our nations. But they've also resulted in a situation where social conflicts in our nations and around our borders have critically affected our capacity to truly integrate in the way that we wish.
Re-emphasizing Pope Francis' admonition that the church must play active part in fostering peace and justice around the world, the president of the COA, Most Reverend Ignatius Kigama, tasked governments in the region on fairness and equity, the lack of which he says breeds conflicts.
Once there is brotherhood, the conflicts, the wars, the dissensions, the discrimination and all that will not be there.
The bishops will be in Abuja for the next 1 week, during which they will deliberate on several issues affecting the sub-region, focusing on the theme, paths to build brotherhood and sustainable peace in West Africa. In Abuja, Kelvin Ewonwaye, NTA News.
Fruits are an essential part of human diets as they contain a high percentage of nutrients necessary for human wellness. However, the preservation of this essential diet in the country has continued to be a source of concern and has led to the wastage of these fruits in large quantities. In this report, Grace Anyolewa takes a look at the availability of mangoes, which is presently in season, and efforts to preserve them for out-of-season usage.
According to research by the U.S. Department of Agriculture, mango fruit have immense benefits to the human body, as regular consumption of this tropical fruit helps in boosting body immunity, improve digestion, cancer prevention, enhance sharper vision, improve cardiovascular and gut health, as well as smoothing the skin. Considering the several health benefits of mangoes and the need for its inclusion in family dishes, there is need for the preservation of the fruit to ensure its availability all year round. Benue State, known for its riches in mango production, has continued to grapple with both harvest and post-harvest losses, as very large percentage of mangoes end up wasted due to its perishable nature.
I know mango is a perishable goods, so that it takes them about 2 days before they overload it, they dispatch the goods. So from that, it makes you sometimes it spoils.
When we go, we buy it, and when we come to sell, we will not sell all of them. Sometimes the thing will get spoiled, so we will throw away it, so that affects our capital.
In a bid to reduce wastage of the fruit, some individuals have ventured into processing and packaging of the fruit into flakes for consumption even when it is out of season. Director, Agri-Services, Benue State Ministry of Agriculture and Natural Resources, Mr. Thomas Unongo says the new technology of mango flakes remains the only means of preservation and a viable source of income to many small-scale businesses.
Conventionally, apart from cold storage, we have no any other means of preserving except of recent, where the fruits are being sliced and oven dried as mango flakes, which the technology is currently gaining ground in the country, particularly here in Benue State.
He further said the state government will encourage the operators of the venture to expand this innovation in mango business and help reverse the trend. In Makudi, Grace Anyalewa, Ijebu, NTA News.
To end the news this evening, a recap of our major stories. We brought to a report that President Muhammadu Buhari has assured Nigerians that he will not relent in his efforts in the fight against insecurity. We also told you that while celebrating Eid Fitri with Muslims, Ogun State Governor Dapo Abiodun has tasked Islamic clerics to preach more on the negative effects of youth's immoralities. And that concludes our package for this evening. The Yoruba version of the news we brought to you by Ajibola Abiodun. After this time out, from me it is good night.
kókó inú ìròyìn ti àṣálẹ́ òní. Aláṣẹ Muhammad Buhari gba àwọn olùgbé ìlú Àbújá lálejò fún ayẹyẹ ọdún ìtúnu àwẹ̀ tí ó sì ṣàlàyé pé òun kò ní dẹ́kun àti pèsè ààbò tí ó péye. Gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn Ọmọọba Dàpọ̀ Abíọ́dún ti rọ àwọn olórí ẹlẹ́sìn láti máa ṣe ìwàásù fún àwọn ọ̀dọ́ lórí àwọn ìwà tí kò dára. Ẹ káalẹ́, ẹ sìnkú àṣekù ọdún, ẹ̀mí wa yóò ṣe púpọ̀ rẹ̀ lókè ìpẹ́. Ìròyìn tàṣálẹ́ òní láti iléeṣẹ́ NTA Ijebu Ode, ìkànnì alárágbà yìí dá Abíọ́dún Ajíbọ́lá lóníròyìn yín. Ìjọba àpapọ̀ ti fẹnu ọ̀rọ̀ jóná pé ìkòkò kò ní gbẹ̀yìn gbomi kó tún gba ṣọṣọrọ ọdún rẹ̀ fún àwọn ọ̀daràn tí ó ń da omi àlàáfíà orílẹ̀-èdè yìí rú. Ààrẹ Muhammad Buhari ń sọ àsọdájọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ yìí lákòókò tí ó ń gba àwọn olùgbé ìlú Àbújá lálejò fún ti ayẹyẹ ọdún ìtúnu àwẹ̀. Akọ̀ròyìn nílé ìjọba ìyẹn Adamu Sambo ló ṣàtótónu ìròyìn yìí wálé fún wa. Àgbáríjọ àwọn mùsùlùmí òdodo ló kóra jọpọ̀ sí yídì èyí tí ó wà ní Lantoro ti ìlú Abẹ́òkúta tí í ṣe olú ìlú ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn láti ṣe àjọyọ̀ ọdún ìtúnu àwẹ̀ ti ọdún yìí. Ẹ̀wẹ̀, ìmáàmù àgbà tilẹ̀ Ẹ̀gbá ìyẹn Alhaji Sàádà Báńgbọ́lá ló léwájú ètò ìrun yídì yìí tí ó sì gba àwọn ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè yìí lámọ̀ràn láti gba àlàáfíà láàyè. Lékan Àgbọ̀ndẹ̀ ló mú ìròyìn yìí wálé fún wa. Gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn ìyẹn Ọmọọba Dàpọ̀ Abíọ́dún ti gba àwọn olórí ẹlẹ́sìn mùsùlùmí ní ìyànjú láti máa ṣe ìwàásù èyí tó pọ̀ fún àwọn ọ̀dọ́ òde òwọ̀nyí èyí tó ń sáré ọlà pẹ̀lú ìkánjú nípasẹ̀ fífi ènìyàn ṣe ètùtù ọlà. Ẹ̀wẹ̀, Ọmọọba Dàpọ̀ ń sọ èyí ní ìlú Abẹ́òkúta tí í ṣe olú ìlú ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn lákòókò tí ó ń gba ẹgbẹ́ àwọn imam àti àfáà ní àlejò gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìsàmìsí ayẹyẹ ọdún ìtúnu àwẹ̀ ti ọdún yìí. Akọ̀ròyìn Lékan Àgbọ̀ndẹ̀ ló jábọ̀ ìròyìn yìí ṣọwọ́ sí wa. Àpéjọpọ̀ àpérò àwọn bíṣọ̀bù ọlẹ́kùn-ò-jẹkùn ti wáyé ní ìlú Àbújá níbi tí igbákejì ààrẹ orílẹ̀-èdè yìí ìyẹn ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n Yẹmí Àṣíbàjò ti ṣe olùléwájú àwọn tí ìjọba àpapọ̀ yàn síbi àpérò náà. Kevin Ohuaye ló jábọ̀ ìròyìn. Èso jíjẹ jẹ́ ohun kan pàtàkì èyí tí ó máa ń ṣe ara lóore tí ó sì kó àwọn ipa pàtàkì nínú ìgbésí ayé àwọn ẹ̀dá. Ṣùgbọ́n ṣíṣe ìtọ́jú àwọn èso wọ̀nyí ní ohun kan pàtàkì tí ó ń kojú orílẹ̀-èdè yìí tí ó sì jẹ́ wípé ọ̀pọ̀ nínú àwọn èso yìí ni ó jẹ́ ohun àmúṣòfò. Nínú ìròyìn yìí, akọ̀ròyìn Grace Ayanlẹ́wà bójú wo èso máńgò gẹ́gẹ́ bí ó ti ṣe pọ̀ tó lọ́jà báyìí bí ó ti ṣe yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe àfipamọ́ rẹ̀ ní kókó. Kí á tó mú ìròyìn tàṣálẹ́ òní wá sí ìpamọ́, ẹ jẹ́ ká yẹ kókó inú rẹ̀ wò lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. Aláṣẹ Muhammad Buhari gba àwọn olùgbé ìlú Àbújá lálejò fún ayẹyẹ ọdún ìtúnu àwẹ̀ tí ó sì ṣàlàyé pé òun kò ní dẹ́kun àti pèsè ààbò tí ó péye. Lákòótán, gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn ìyẹn Ọmọọba Dàpọ̀ Abíọ́dún ti rọ àwọn olórí ẹlẹ́sìn láti máa ṣe ìwàásù fún àwọn ọ̀dọ́ lórí àwọn ìwà tí kò dára. Tó kì í dùn kó pọ̀ ṣókí báyìí lọ́bẹ̀ oge. Níbi láòrì mọ fún ròyìn tàṣálẹ́ òní láti iléeṣẹ́ NTA Ijebu Ode ìkànnì alárágbà yìí dá. Èmi oníròyìn yín Abíọ́dún Ajíbọ́lá Ajíjọlá Ànábì ló ń dágbére fún yín pé òun ayọ̀ la ó sùn.